day 2 of our colors week, and hoping that all of you have had a bright and beautiful morning. Today, we're going to start with one of the base colors. I mean, the spectrum of colors is really amazing. And I hope yesterday we could give some food for thought as far as thinking of the colors you're using in your life is concerned. Okay, now we are in no way doing a color therapy course or anything of that sort. These sessions that are there are here for us to share insights on the color, what they represent, and help us connect to the element of every color that is there, because life in its true essence is colorful. All of us is colorful, all right? And today, it's no surprise, we're starting with the color red. Okay, red is one of our base colors. It is the color of the root chakra that is there. It is the color that is so often associated to passion, not love really, but I mean, people associate the color red to love. The color of love is actually pink because it comes from a lot of compassion. The color of action, passion, desire, anger also is often represented with the color red. So let's understand that a little bit deeper today. When we talk about the root chakra, when we talk about the root chakra being represented in a red color, it by itself gives us such an indication to all things that root us, all things that are related to our survival, our grounding, our base needs that are there. So while we all are progressing always, and we're talking about, wanting to be spiritual and making our journeys forward as well, what is very, very important and keeps us grounded, and what is the ground reality of it all, is the survival needs that we still have while we make a spiritual journey, while we do anything at all. Your roti kapda makan, which is there, those base needs that are there, and how we respond to that. How much we feel in abundance. Abundance is not just a spiritual energy. Abundance is not just an energy that is denoted to the higher chakras. It is also a very, very base level energy that is there. When we bring that abundance, when we bring that into our daily lives, into understanding that it is something that the universe gives us in our every moment, in our every need, in our every desire, also lies abundance. That is when we truly allow from that sense to operate, and allow for us to feel safe, to feel secure at that level where we know that our monetary needs or that our survival needs are also met, where we start thriving in our lives because we start operating now out of living rather than simply surviving. Now, red is also a color that many denote to anger. Anytime you see that angry face, etc., you will see their face going red, right? You will see that red smoke coming out of their ears, etc., when it is represented in a certain manner. How many people, knowing that red is a color that can denote anger, would choose to paint their painting red, or would choose to use the color red on their painting? Any of you? Is red your color choice that is there? We have different perceptions to all things that are there. Red is a color of anger, and anger is one of those emotions that we so often feel is something that we want to stay away from. I want to live a life without anger. There should be no anger. But anger is also one of the driving forces, one of our core emotions that is there. The reason we bring up anger is because anger is that one energy which is going to help you to realize in a certain situation the urgency of it and make you take action. If somebody is mistreating your child and you're all zen about it, you're not ever going to allow yourself to take action when you're being spoken to incorrectly, or when someone else is speaking to another person incorrectly. It is that feeling of anger, which when it rises within you, is going to make you go like, no, stop. This is not all right. Anger by itself is not a negative emotion. It's a vital emotion. It's a very, very important emotion that each one of us hold, that is extremely important to keep us fueled, to keep us directed as well. So anger is a color, anger is an emotion that we denote with the color red, is something which is equally important, is something today when we do our downloads. Even if we say, I know how to live without anger, it is not about living without the emotion per se, but it is about living without excess of the emotion. We all have our base emotions, and it is so important that we operate with a balance of those. Any imbalance that begins in our life actually begins when we operate out of an imbalance of any emotion. So Dr. Kavita says red is my color. It's a beautiful color. I want to show you the different sides of red that are there today. When we're talking about, and I would love to know what is, what you love about the color red as well. All right. When we're talking about the color red, on one side is anger. And when we talk about the flip side of anger itself, is passion, desire. Red is the color of passion, desire, lust. It is so vibrant, yes. How often do we allow ourselves to connect to passion? How many times do we shy away from the word passion when it is spoken about very passionately? Somebody says red is the color of lust, it is the color of desire, it's the color of passion. It's like, oh, okay. So many taboos around it, such a survival thing that is there within each of us. And yet so many taboos around it. I remember to a, I think, large extent, I think till I was in my teen years, I had simply heard from the grandparents, I'd simply heard from the environment that never be, crazy about something. Passion throws you off balance. I'd heard people say, when you're very passionate about something, you only focus there and then your energies are lost. It's something that I heard so much in my environment, and you make it sometimes such a part of who you are. You accept these things as a child very, very easily. Children constantly see what they're told and observe what is happening around them. I remember being given an example of a bad relationship and being told that it was that passion that blinded them to make the correct choice. That somewhere got so deeply ingrained that I remember for a long, long time, as a kid, you are just so full of life. You have so many favorites. You have favorites that are constantly changing. But I remember for a long time, I didn't have a favorite color. I didn't have a favorite actor. I didn't have a favorite subject. I didn't have a favorite anything. Because it just felt wrong. So many times, and red is a color that paints so many of those attributes that sometimes we do not allow ourselves to connect to because we feel they're wrong. Yes, each person may have experienced passion in life. Or rather, have you experienced passion in life, whether it is in your relationships, whether it is in your work, whether it is in any area of your life, whether it's a hobby. Just give yourself a moment to think how many of you have experienced passion, feeling passionate about something, feeling truly passionate in a moment, feeling truly passionate about someone. And how many of us have stuck to and only allowed ourselves to go with the words and the emotions of love. Yes, when you ask somebody, oh, what are you looking for in a relationship, there are many, many attributes. We allow ourselves to say love and go like, yes, love is extremely important. But how many would fairly say that, yes, I've also felt passion, I've also felt passion towards my work? Is work something I relate to simply earning money and surviving? because both these are root mechanisms that are there, root qualities that are there, surviving as well as being passionate, both related to the color red. When I notice my life, when I notice my work, when I notice what I'm doing, am I surviving or am I truly passionate about what I'm doing? And am I thriving? Today, when we do our downloads, I want to release any of those taboos related to passion also. So red is a color of passion. Red is also a color of purity, especially in our Eastern cultures when we're looking at it. And when we think about it, red is the traditional color for our weddings that is there. It is seen as an extremely pious color that is there. Red, I mean, we just celebrated Chinese New Year. We spoke about Chinese New Year. In Chinese culture as well, red is seen as an extremely auspicious color that is there, as a color that brings good luck. Red, when we talk about the word passion, desire, it reflects across every area of our lives. If you will observe so many of the food signs, the fast food joints that are there, if you notice, I mean, when I was understanding it and I was looking through the apps on my phone also, it is a color which promotes action. It's a very, very masculine color in that manner because it's a base energy. It promotes action. Red is a color which urges us to do something about a certain thing. It is so vibrant, it is so energetic. It urges you to take action, do this now. You will notice even when a person is writing something and they'll have different pens. If I want to denote urgency for something, I will write it with the color red. It is something so instinctive because we've seen our teachers mark with the color red. We see red signs everywhere when they want to alert us to something urgent, alert us to danger. Anywhere where we want to attention to be focused, the color red is used. The stop sign will have the color red also. Anywhere our attention is required, the color red is used. So we are so used to seeing it in so many places that we would automatically, when I want to alert someone to that, I will bring the color red. If I want to bring energy to something, the color red is used. If we want to truly inspire action, because red is the color of passion. So passion is not simply something that we denote to a hobby or to the bedroom. We also talk about passion, desire in a way of food cravings. Notice the popular food joints that you know, the fast food joints that most people across the globe know. Whether that is your McDonald's, whether that is your KFC, whether that is your Pizza Hut, any of these popular brands that would be there, you will notice the color red being used in their signage. Wendy's, any of them, there's so many red colors that are used for us. I would be talking then very specific to particular cities. If I take a Shiv Sagar or something, if you will notice even the Zomato app. Now I was just looking at all the food apps that I have on my phone. I have about 4. I have Zomato, Easy Diner, Eat to Go, Swiggy. 3 out of those 4 have used red color primarily in all their messaging and branding. Because even in that manner, so that means it is something so subliminal that when I look at it, it automatically inspires within me desire, action, cravings, energy, and the want to do something. So today, our objective is for each one to connect to that inner passion, to truly reflect upon what it is that you're passionate about and whether you've ever allowed for passion to drive your initiatives as well. Because it is a huge driving force. It'll take you really far when you are allowing that passion to be infused with whatever work you're doing. Is that passion something I'm allowing? Am I allowing myself to thrive? Am I allowing myself to live a passionate life where I'm energetic, taking action, where I allow myself to flow with my desire rather than stop that desire? Everything, every color, every emotion comes with discernment. That is a given. But am I allowing myself to flow in that manner? Am I allowing for these emotions to come up? Am I allowing myself to take action? And if not, what is stopping me? So when we speak about shifting our emotions and shifting the physical reality around us, it applies the same way the other way around as well. So I can shift the emotional aspect and have the physical shift. But sometimes when we want the physical to, the emotional to shift and we find that hard, giving a little physical push helps as well. So some days you're feeling especially low on energy. I'm not saying wearing red clothes is going to suddenly make you run. But when you infuse a bit of that color in your day around you, it might push you and give you that extra nudge without you even realizing it. All right. Okay, so let's do some downloads for everybody. Let's connect to our passions, action, and allow ourselves to move forward. Let's understand that anger is not a negative emotion. The minute we embrace it for what it truly is, we allow ourselves to thrive. All right. So would each of you like to know that I know and understand the creator of all that is its definition and perspective of passion, that I know what it feels like, how to, when to, and that it is safe and possible for me to know that I am passionate and for me to connect to my passions, to connect to what I am truly passionate about in my career, within my relationships, within my work, within my personal choices and likes, within my personal life's journey, that I know that it is safe and possible for me to connect to my passions and to operate out of passions, to live a joyous life, to live a passionate life, to live an energetic life, to know that it is safe and possible for me to do so and that I deserve to do so. I choose to live this happy, joyous, passionate, energetic life where I allow myself to thrive rather than simply survive, to know that it is safe to have my survival needs met and taken care of, and that the universe is forever bestowing an energy of abundance across all systems of mine and across all energy centers. That as I allow myself to truly believe, to truly embrace my survival needs, rather than avoid them, I allow myself to be one with them, and I allow myself to now, in embracing my survival needs, to make my roots so strong that I may grow and that my tree grows in abundance and greatly, that I know what it feels like, how to, when to, and that it is safe and possible for me to know and understand and live with the creator of all that is his definition and perspective of energy, that I know what it feels like to be energetic, to feel energetic within my every aspect, and allow that energy within my body as well, to know what it feels like that regardless of a situation, that I allow that beautiful passion and energy within me to fuel me forward. And I know what it feels like to fuel forward towards my dream life, towards my goals. That I know and understand the creator of all that is his definition and perspective of action. That I know what it feels like, how to, when to, and that it is safe and possible for me to live my daily life being proactive about it and taking action towards my goals, taking action towards the company goals if I'm working for them, towards my relationships, to be able to take action towards moving forward in life and growing ahead in life, to live an active life and to live a life where I can take action towards my dreams, goals, desires, and passions, allowing myself today to truly embrace and understand, to understand the creator of all that is his definition and perspective of desire, that I know what it feels like, how to, when to, and that it is safe and possible for me to connect to what my inner desires are, to allow myself to have a peek view into what I truly desire in my life, whether that be my spiritual goals, whether that be my physical goals, emotional goals, mental goals, relationship, or career goals, that I know that it is safe for me to have this desire and to have passion within my life. Releasing any beliefs or any taboos that I may have held that tell me that it is wrong for me to focus on my desires or passion. That I know that it is only when a cup is full that it can pour into another, that I allow myself to connect to my desire, knowing and understanding that one can truly commit to and connect to their true potential and operate from that. One can do justice to their goals and have clarity within them when they allow themselves to connect to all aspects of their being, to all the spectrum of emotions within their existence, understanding that every core emotion that we have has its own special place and is there within our lives for a reason, and that I allow myself to connect to those emotions within myself, to know what it feels like to connect to my desire and to know that I have what it takes within me to take action towards fulfilling those desires and those passions, those dreams and goals that I have, towards making all things that keep me grounded and materialistic in balance, and allowing myself to embrace myself for all I am. That I choose to embrace the color red, the vibrancy of it, and what it denotes in all its glory, in all its balance. To know and understand the creator of all that is his definition and perspective of discernment, as I know and understand what discernment is, and allow discernment to flow through my journey of passions, desires, action, and energy igniting within my life now. That it comes forth in a beautiful, balanced manner as I move forward, that I am complete, that I am energetic, that I am passionate, that I am all that I can be. Would you like these downloads into every cell, atom, molecule of your body, every area of your life, at all four levels of your belief systems, in any and every language ever known to you, for your highest and best, in your highest and best manner? Say yes to receive these feelings and downloads. And as you say yes, just allow yourself to be in an energy of acceptance, as you'll have a beautiful light to flow through you, almost like a waterfall, receiving these feelings, these downloads, letting it be just the right shade of red for you. Letting that energy of red ignite within your space, within your body, where it feels right for you. You are the driver of your life, and you know the correct balance and shade for you. Adjust the color, adjust the hue, but allow the energy of this beautiful color to bless you and to be a part of you. As your root chakra as well aligns, balances, grounds, opens up to just the right extent for you. Understand again that this is your journey and you are the driver. Feeling aligned, feeling balanced, feeling grounded yet energetic. And with the spring in your step, with a smile on your face, allow yourself to open your eyes. So I hope you each allowed this energy to flow for you, understood what we are looking to share today. Of course, each thing is in discernment and balance, okay, everybody? So every time you're incorporating even the energy of a color, you incorporate it in balance. There's so many shades of red, and each person chooses what's right for them. It is simply about allowing the energy. Too much of any color, any color at all, isn't all right. I would want a wall that is red, but I wouldn't want an entire room that is red with a lot of red. That would simply overstimulate my senses because it's such a energy driving color that is there. So of course, discernment, balance, moderation is extremely important. But trust yourself for that and allow yourself to connect to passion, connect to desire. Understand that all of that, when the taboo is lost, you can connect to the best aspects of being. So allow yourself to connect to the beautiful red color. Allow yourself to flaunt a little red lipstick if you've got to. Allow yourself to connect to the energy, the drive, and to take steps, to take action forward in your life today. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a beautiful